listen to that noise. This really isn't what I had planned for Scarlett's last hurrah before her MOT expires in 2 days. Lots of noise. A very affluent part of Glasgow to have to be driving through after abandoning what I was going to film. Oh, the brakes stopped binding again. Yep, this really does epitomise the year. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, this really does say it all. Gotta let a bus out now. And I'm trying to get home before my brake discs catch fire. Nothing to see here. Oh, just get me home. Just get me home. I promise I will shower you with many, many, many expensive parts. I will get you fixed. Just please get me home. This was a bad idea. This is an idea that I should never have done. Come on, lights, just go fucking green. Come on. How long do I have to sit here on fucking Calder Street? Go! So yes, hi, hello, welcome back to the channel and all that good stuff. This hasn't quite gone to plan, like everything this year, it hasn't gone to plan. The plan today was to drive to the Maynard Pass, do one last drive with Scarlett and go over the plan for getting her restored. About 15 minutes into the drive, getting on the motorway, I could smell the burning, I could hear the binding, I could hear everything going wrong, and I thought, do you know what? Let's just abandon this because I don't want to end up in a crumpled mess at the side of the road, dead, blood, guts, all that. A very unhappy other half who would probably kill me again if she got the chance. And obviously leaving behind my daughter, which I don't want to do that. And I don't want to destroy Scarlett either. So let's get somewhere. Oh, yeah. There we go. Let's get somewhere a little bit less palatial than this magnificent area of Glasgow. This is Shawlands and Govan Hill, by the way. Let's get somewhere a little bit less palatial and I'll explain the plan. There's a puddle coming up here. I'm going to drive through it because I want to cool down her brakes. Yes, there we go. I think we can all agree this is a little bit less palatial than Govan Hill and Shawlands, but we're here now. So, what's the plan? Before we go into that, I just want to say, after filming the previous video a couple of days ago, thank you to everyone who's commented on it. Actually, it made me feel a wee bit better, so thank you for that to everyone who's commented on it. It is one of those ones where I thought, I have to film this now or my emotional state, everything will change, and this is reality rather than drama, if you like. Try to create YouTube faux drama. This is reality. I'm not going to cry, that's why I'm wearing sunglasses so you can't see that today. It's been, what's this, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's been 5 days since Scarlett failed her MOT, and I have been thinking about not much else, to be honest. Genuinely, this is all I've been thinking about, and trying to find ways to overcome everything that's wrong. So, there is good news. Train! So there is good news, despite what a couple of people might have said or been thinking I'm going to do. I am not scrapping Scarlett. She will not be scrapped. She is going to be saved come hell or high water, and an extremely lightened bank balance in my case, but she will be saved. I'm not scrapping her. She's too important to me personally. She means everything. I will not allow her to be scrapped. It's going to cost a fortune. Thankfully, we don't need to discuss the money right now. That's something that comes at a later date. But just now, we do need to discuss the plan, or a semblance of a plan, if you like. Currently, I have got someone who is probably going to be able to do all of the welding that's needed on Scarlett. She is provisionally booked in for mid to late August to get that all done. So hopefully that's a good thing. And I've got to say thank you to Scott from RetroShite for putting me on to the guy I'm in touch with to get that all sorted. Thank you. And obviously I don't hold anything against you for saying I'll do your welding and then saying, oh yeah, no, it's too much. I get it, I totally get it. It's too much to be done with everything that's going to have to be done on Scarlett. So yeah, that's the first bit. All that will be taken care of hopefully in August, September time. She'll go away, get all that done. I can't do it. I'd love nothing more than to attempt it, but let's be honest, considering the amount of shit jobs I do on Scarlett, there's no way, none, that I'm going to be able to do a good job of that. So she's going to go away, and that's going to all get done in mid to late August, heading into September. It's probably going to take a good few weeks, but we'll see. Again, we're not going to discuss the money. Right now I've got about a third of what it's going to cost saved up, so yeah, hopefully should be able to get the rest of that done. But in the interim, what's going to happen on the channel? Well, it is good news. There will still be videos, obviously. But what I'm thinking is, rather than doing the whole idea of, oh, this is how you replace a brake disc, one video, and then how do you replace a brake caliper, and then how do you replace suspension, you get the idea. I thought rather than doing any of that, what we'll do is we'll make it a series, if you like. We'll call it Crusty Diaries or something along those lines. Let's wait for this car to go by, looking, wondering, oh, what is he doing? Yeah, I think we'll call it Crusty Diaries. So there's a lot to do, right? I have the list of everything that I can personally do before she goes in. What we're going to need to do is get Scarlett off the road, get her jacked up, and then start stripping down all four corners of the car. All the suspension components are all going to need to be changed, more or less. Is that even more fucking rough? She's going to need new front wings now as well. Later date. So yeah, what we need to do is get her up off the road, up on the ramps, I wish. She'll go on axle stands, and then basically I'm going to completely exchange her entire front suspension components. Ball joints, wishbones, discs, pads, all of it. It's all going to get changed over on the front two corners because they're in shocking state. So rather than me messing about with a ball joint separator and trying to get the old ball joint out of the upper wishbone arm and any of that stuff, I'm going to buy a completely new wishbone for both corners because it comes with it already pre-mounted, so saves the job. And it also means that she's got new bushings as well, because that's again another expense that you go, it's just not worth spending that amount of money on all these parts when you can just buy the part, if you know what I mean. So yeah, in order to do all that, rather than doing it one video at a time, what I'll do is we'll do it as a series, and it'll be the strip down in one video probably, then we'll do the rusting protection that I'm going to do for some of those areas, and then after that's all sorted, the rebuilding, and we'll do that for one of the corners on the front and one of the corners on the rear. On the rear, I think it's actually not as bad rust wise, won't find out until I get there, but I am not going to buy replacement arms just now for the rear of the car, because if I did that, it costs double the money. It's like, don't like talking money until we get to the end of the year, but it's like 60 quid for a wishbone for the front, and that's for top or bottom arm. For top or bottom arm on the rear of Scarlett, the top arm I think is about 80 and the bottom arm is about 120 to 140 from what I've been seeing recently. So rather than spend that just now, I'll clean everything up and put it all back together. That's the plan for getting the suspension all sorted. What else have we got down here? The brake lines, I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do that. I know that you can buy copper piping that goes literally to all four corners of the car. I'll maybe purchase that in a month or two. That's going to be one of the last jobs we do, because it's one of the jobs that I really don't know how to do. So I'll need to learn how to do that and figure out how, if it can even be done by me. That one will be probably one of the latter jobs. She's going to get all new stainless steel braided lines going to the actual brakes as well, once that's all done. And if we have time, I mean, it's not an MOT fail just now, but this motor, well, it doesn't seem to want to pop up the lamps anymore on this side in particular, so we'll maybe need to replace that. But I mean, worst comes to the worst, we'll just leave the lights popped up, which goes back in for MOT if I can't afford to fix that just now. So yeah, that's the plan. A lot of mechanical work to do, and it's going to take a good number of weeks to get it all sorted. But you know, it is what it is, and as much as it's a killer just now, I wouldn't have it any other way. This is my car. She means too much to scrap, and she's worth saving because I've had her for 4 years. She means a lot. I have an emotional connection, an emotional attachment. The financial implications mean absolutely fuck all. Completely fuck all. It's going to cost a bomb. I'm already thousands of pounds in the red with her. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. So it will be worth getting all this done. If I can get all four corners sorted, get the brake lines dealt with, put on new discs, pads, everything, treat rust-wise what I can with some crusty bits. And then once she goes in and gets everything done, she will be getting undersealed anyway, so I don't need to go overkill just now, but I want to try and treat as much of it as I can. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, something I did notice recently, someone has scuffed against the back over here. I didn't do that, I know that for sure, but that's been scuffed somewhere along there, so we'll need to get that sorted. But it's, again, not for an MOT. That, I believe, is everything that we're going to need to do. Discs, pads, replace the suspension components, replace the ball joints on the front, tidy up the rear suspension, discs, pads all round, the brake lines. Yeah, I think that is pretty much everything that we're going to need to do. Now, just need to see if she can do the final bit to get back on the drive. Shall we? Yeah, she's made it, but it really is one of those tangible moments of that's the last I'll drive her for probably 4 months at least. So yeah, on that note, we'll call it quits there today. Let the fun begin. I'll see you on the next one. As always, if you have been, thank you very much for watching, continuing to subscribe, hang around and all that good stuff. And yeah, take care. Bye.